Disclaimer. We are two regular guys who love to talk Bone Thugs and Harmony. We do not represent Bone Thugs or any Bone affiliate. We are also not Bone Thugs experts. The views and information you hear in this podcast may be based on personal opinion. Please feel free to leave corrections and clarifying information in the comments. And enjoy.
I just got a quick question. This is like a way off topic, but it's been blowing my mind since I heard it. Again, on the song Up From Here. Mm-hmm. All right. There's a saxophone bridge after your verse.
Oh, yeah, now, yeah.
Is that a real sax? It sounds so real. Was that computer generated? Or was it real?
I got this DST. It's a saxophone like I forgot what's it called. Man, I'll find it and get it to you if you want to know that. But bro, when you play it, you can set the settings to bend, and it sounds so realistic. So I have like a video it's an old video on my Instagram, and I'm playing it on that song, and I'm playing the saxophone, but it's all on the keyboard.
That's amazing. And I've been hearing this little tiny, like, it's not a sound effect, it's a sound bite. It sounds like it's Mike Tyson saying Blizzard. Is that Mike Tyson saying that?
Yeah, bro.
That's hilarious.
Be in my shoes for 1 second, bro, because I'm like sitting there on the outside of the glass while they're doing the interview and shit. And that part comes up and they're talking about Enigma, and right before he said Blais, Dave, and I'm like, yo, that is my new fucking tag right there. As soon as I got home, I'm not even gonna front. I was I'm so excited. I'm like, yo, I fucking chopped that shit up and like, hey, a new beginning begins.
Were you there when Mike Tyson sat down to listen to it was from the first album, Stop Stalking Me? Were you there when Mike Tyson listened to that?
Did he listen to Stalking Me? That he listened to Enigma. Did he? Yeah, they listened to Stalking Me. They listened to one more. I was sitting right outside the glass, like me and Bizzy drove there together. Bro, I met Mike Tyson right before it. I came in front, bro. I was like, yo. And it wasn't like, it's crazy. It wasn't intimidating at all. He felt like, I wanted to give him a hug and shit. Like, I don't know why. Like, it was dope, bro. Like, I really fucked with Mike, bro. I was like, yeah, he's got a good heart.
That moment, just seeing that, I remember thinking, not so much of Bizzy. I saw Bizzy there, and I was like, this must be wild for Bizzy. But I'm like, if Blais is there, just like, there's a taste tester that tastes the food for the king. Yeah. And Mike Tyson's he's Iron Mike, he's the king, and it's like, here's the moment. This is the test right here, is Mike, and I'm like, this would kill me if I had to watch Mike evaluate. I was like, Mike likes it, he likes it.
Yeah, I know, right? But when they started bobbing their head, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, that's what's up right there. I know. What if you like, hey, this fucking sucks.
Did you make? There was that that was so funny. There was like a meme. It's of like Heaven's Movie with Mike Tyson on it. Okay.
If this goes viral in any way, it was just a joke. It was just a joke, and you know what I'm saying. That's all. I think you would think it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Because they were doing the thing, and I was like, yo, not thinking. Because I'm like, Mike has a sense of humor, and I met him. He had a good heart. But Bizzy told me, he's like, hey, don't. He's like, you couldn't catch those jabs. He's like, you couldn't catch the jabs. And for the fans, I was like, man, they gotta see this once in a lifetime. Like, this is so funny. Like, I felt like I was keeping it all to myself as a fan, So that's like, it's just a joke. I hope it never goes viral or anything. I hope it's like, I hope I delete it.
Well, I'm glad that experience happened for you. That was phenomenal. And like, for you to go through all those stages where you were on This Is 50, you were on that thing with Mike Tyson. Like, for me and Cecil, watching you go through all that, like, we were living vicariously, just feeling like our boy made it.
Did y'all see the Big Boy shit?
I seen the part with Bizzy. I don't know. Did you have a segment on it?
Bro, they brought me in and I'm sitting right next to him and I got to talk about the album. I talked about the marketing a little bit.
I'm gonna
Bro,
look it up.
it's towards the middle. I don't know, but bro, that was that right there because we walked in there and I've been like, I don't like when like I don't think niggas like I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? At a certain level, they should have somebody with them on the interview, especially in the position. I feel like Carbon Monoxide, even though it wasn't a brand new album. I mean, it wasn't his first album. It still felt like a new beginning to me. So I was like, I don't mind. I want all the spotlight on Bizzy. You know what I'm saying? Let all the spotlight be on Bizzy and all that. You know, so I felt like that's how he needs to be seen. So when we're walking in there, he's like, take a seat, brother. And I'm like, what? I was like, bro, you sure? I was like, you know, and then Big Boy was like, you know, let's do this. Let's start with Bizzy, and then you come in later. And I was like, yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. At least I wanted that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, I pay attention to detail. I know it's that deep. It's that deep to see him in that type of spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciated when they brought me in and shit. And that was like a huge moment. Just like, I was like, damn, this feels great. That was one of the rewarding moments for real. Because Big Boy, I got to see him firsthand. Like, damn, this is why you're a legend. He's like a professional at what he does. Like, he was so like boom, boom, boom. I was like, damn. I don't know why I pay attention to shit like that, but I'm happy I snapped out of it by the time I started talking. But I'm sitting there like just admiring like just his skill as a radio personality.
2020's been a huge year, as we said, for Bizzy, but also you. We've covered a lot of the things, some of the appearances you made. Big Boy, Mike Tyson, the mantra was dropped, but we're also got to touch on the fact that it's been a busy year for Blais yourself. Just 3 days ago, dropping cassette tapes. 3 weeks ago, Hard came out. Foundation was dropped 4 weeks ago. You dropped a song with Excel Beats this year. Talk a little bit about the Blais brand and just where you're headed as an individual artist. And do we have a Blais album coming? What's going on?
Well, bro, I put everything to the side to work on like Carbon Monoxide, you know, because I couldn't like how do I say it? I couldn't like all my creativity in my like that part of my brain was like taken up with that, you know what I'm saying? But I still had all this music because that's how we met. I was an artist, you know what I'm saying? Producing, I love producing, but you know what I'm saying, it's not something that I put out there like super duper, you know what I'm saying? Because the artist part was the first thing, you know what I'm saying? So songs that I've been sitting on, and then in between Carbon Monoxide and the mantra, I'm still working on songs. And then I was like, you know, on this little break, I was like, I got to start putting these out. I got all this material. I've had time to sit with it. And then I'm still creating new shit, besides just getting this fucking computer fixed. But, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I was just like, I didn't want to sit on this music anymore, you know, and I got this spark of creativity. So I just been knocking them out. And shit, Excel, that song I love, bro. He had sent me that song, and I fucking just love that song. And I was like, yeah,
It's a great song.
I love it. I played that song. When you look at however many view counts, I'm telling you, half of those are mine. That's it right there, bro. We sailed through hell, man. Lit the tail, bro. I wish that song was like 10 minutes long, man. It kills me that it's so short.
Oh man, yeah, I love that song, bro. That chorus, I was like, yo, I felt like, yo, I pictured the video like some motherfuckers running through Africa like a plain field, like on the drums or something.
That purple visualization that you had for that is beautiful. Like, did you make that? Who made that? Because that thing is phenomenal.
I told you, like, bro, all this time I got to learn like every little piece of like Photoshop. I would like see something like, damn, I want to learn how to fucking do that, and I fucking watch a tutorial, do it step by step, and then it'll stick with me. You know, I'll just have to maybe look back at it one more time, and little steps like that would just stick with me, and it felt like just the tools in the belt. So, bro, doing the photo, I still ain't no pro like how these other motherfuckers are, but it's just like learning how to blend shit. That's like, and with the videos, how to blend, like with Alpha Mentality. That's when I really started learning how to mask and blend, and that's why I added all those effects in there, in that video.
Besides YNTG, what do you think for listeners is the most important Blais song for them to check out?
Shit. Right now, I mean, if I had to pick one, I would say the hard song. I think the hard song puts kind of everything together as far as the styles. Like, you know, it has the melody. I feel
Yeah.
like the lyrics in there to where a motherfucker, okay, he can hold his own. Like, he ain't like just talking whatever. And he's got a flow, you know what I'm saying? His cadence he's like not an amateur at this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I think I gave everything as far as what I do, except for production. I didn't produce that beat. I think the bridge, I did some pianos or something. I did something there, but I didn't. The producer, A100. I bought like a whole bunch of beats from him, because that's another thing when it comes to producing and doing vocals. It's hard to get much of my brain. Sometimes I want to just like, I need to lay the vocal idea. I don't want to have to do the keys, and I don't want to have to do the drums and all that shit. So I'll just record over anything, and then either I keep it or then I'll reproduce something later on.
Something new,
But
yeah.
that's how that beat came about. I was like, man, I don't even want to fuck with this. Like, I
Hard
love
Hard was one of out of all the new releases, I thought that was hands down like one of the best. I really liked just, you know, your message, the verse, everything like you just said about it was really good. So I think it's been awesome to see you continuing working on Blais as well, and not just, you know, falling into that behind the scenes piece, because, you know, we know that first and foremost you came here as an artist, you know, with a goal and a dream, and you've accomplished that, you know, to this point. And I'm sure once you hit a goal, you set a new goal. I know a guy like Blais is never satisfied, and it's never enough. So
yeah.
we had a lot of questions come in from our Instagram, our YouTube, the BT&H board, the Blais message group. So I want to make sure we get a few of those in. We're going to try to hit as many of these as we can. So we'll kind of do the hot round of these, you know, these different questions that we got going on.
Hell yeah.
Let me just grab a couple of these real quick. I know that I could think of one right off the top of my head. Let me just get his name. Josh Plattner wanted to know what the chances are that we see a Blais and Bone Thugs and Harmony collaboration of some kind.
Yeah. Bro, I mean, my thing is, I feel like, you know, as a friend to Bizzy, or, you know, our business relationship, everything, what I can't do is like go reach my hand out. You know what I'm saying? I can't go and say, hey guys, you know what I'm saying? I think let's all do this. I just feel like there's a chain chain of command. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I don't want to break that. So I'm like, if Bizzy, you know, whenever that day comes, like I always say, everything just has to make sense. I want everybody to feel like I just want, because it took a minute for me and Bizzy to build that trust. You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes, and that's just what it is. Like, to build that trust, to everybody's gonna take results. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna all be as passionate to get these results. You know, things like that. And I think they're like that. And I'm just saying, with anybody, that's what I wish. You know, anybody who I want to, you know, work with, I want everybody just to, you know, I know the trust has to be built, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's be easy for each other and really care about where we want things to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We really want this to be successful for more reasons than the money. Like that's gonna, I feel that's a given. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. You know what I'm saying? If we can really focus on, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I think
I'm
that
all
makes
for
sense, especially, if the time is ever right, Busy would be the guy to reach out and say, I
it.
got the right guy to make this happen. And I think that if things continue in this way, at least from a fan perspective, I know we all got our fingers crossed. Don Garcia Jr., BT&H board wanted to know what's up with Tommy and The Ghost, the collabo album.
Yeah. Bro, that's another thing that's in Busy's hands. I got this one song written, like, that I laid a demo for. It just fits so fucking well, and he loves it. It's just I leave it up to him with things like that because you can't force the creativity, and he's got to really want to do it. His focus is Busy going, like, you know what I'm saying? His focus is his material. I'm support that shit. You know what I'm saying? I would rather him be like as energetic or passionate about something that we collaborated on like that, because it is something that we just don't want to, like, wing it or whatever. We want to put our all into anything that we do. So I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? So when the time is right, I feel like it's just gonna piece itself together. But there is a few demos for it, but some of them I'm gonna have to use for my shit.
To Ether from our Instagram wants to know if there will ever be a release of any cut songs from Carbon Monoxide or the Mantra.
Well, we put the iPhones and Androids on the Mantra, and that song was that was created during Carbon Monoxide. I guess he just wasn't feeling at the time. Like, he was like, "Nah, this ain't it, Blais." And I was like, "All right, well, I think it's a great song." I was like, I think the people will love it too. And so on this one, I was like, "Bro, let's do a little, something special." We had already been talking about doing something like that, and I was like, iPhones and Androids is a great song, but there's other ones, and I guarantee we'll probably do something else like that. Like, I think there's quite a few, actually. So yeah, I mean, bro, yeah, we could do, I think that's gonna be like a rotating door of when we're creating music, and we'll just, like, drop them here and there, or they'll, like, roll over and shit.
Javon from the Blais group, the official Blais message group on Facebook, wants to know, who are your top inspirations when it comes to producing?
Man, Timberland, a lot of like Virginia people, because that's where I'm from. Like Timberland, Pharrell, even like Devontae, when it comes to Devontae, and like and what's, oh my god, Teddy, Devontae and Teddy, like those are big inspirations when it comes to, like, mixing the R&B and that old texture. Uh, of course, because I was such a Bone fan. Of course, DJ Unique.
Yeah, of
Of
course.
course, like, bro, all the, like, actually put him first, because even sometimes before this, bro. Well, like, let's say, because I've been producing for a minute, even before this, subconsciously, I didn't even know what I was doing, like, but that sound that I was implementing was influenced by DJ Unique. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was like, it wasn't hard to go to, because it was like, bro, he fucking, that, I don't know, it's more than a sound, it's a feeling that I just remember so well. That's why oh man, yeah, definitely, bro, fucking legend, bro. Like, it's just genius ass shit for it to pierce a nigga's soul like that. That's genius shit.